They admit level 4 bioweapons labs have the super weaponized stuff, and all they do is label a offensive program as a research program. Again, you got to pull up the Baltimore Sun article, thousands of gallons of liquid death from like 8 years ago. We're going to break this down the other side.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones. I'm looking for people that have the wisdom to spot savings, opportunity, and recognize risk. Saving means to make money. The Cal-Ben Pure Soap Company can save you thousands of dollars and give you good old-fashioned real soaps that are triple concentrated and twice as good as what you're using now. Soaps made from vegetable and coconut oils that contain no useless dyes, perfumes, deodorants, or antibacterials. Your risk is the hundreds of hazardous toxic detergents that give you rashes, itching sores, and deteriorating clothing called lint. If you want something better, if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Getting a free catalog is easy by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Take charge of your health now by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cameras, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Hi, this is Steve Shank and Babs Rossberg with eFoods Direct. Babs, you work a lot with shipping, and things are going absolutely nuts with this new Independence Month Patriot Pack that eFoods is giving away.
The way things are going, we're shipping thousands of these great little Patriot Packs out. Just an example, Sherry from Arkansas made a $1,300 order. We shipped her 5 free Patriot Packs, $750 more free food.
Folks are really surprised at what we're actually giving away. Now, folks, we've had 235 years of freedom in this country, so for every $235 worth of food ordered, we give away a $149 Patriot Pack free.
To order the best food on the planet, call 800-409-5633 or go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
A free 12-day supply Patriot Pack with every $235 worth of food ordered. Call 800-409-5633 or efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
We are back live. We could not be talking about a more important issue with our investigative journalist friend. And we're going to be going back to Janet Phelan here in just a moment. Speaking of chemical, biological, radiological weapons, in the United States, 70% of the population roughly has been forcibly medicated since the 1950s. They admit that sodium fluoride gives you a 7-fold increase in brain cancer and causes hundreds of other degenerative diseases, part of the little gift that the psychopaths running things give us. They also add hundreds of other deadly chemicals, including radioactive isotopes. Since we've been covering that now all over the country, local news is saying we did test the water. There's 10 times, 30 times, 50 times, hundreds of times safe levels of uranium. But funny, it's not in the well water. We don't know where it's coming from. It's mixed in with the sodium fluoride on record. We've had Dr. Conant on and others with the footnotes in his book, how they do it, where they mine it. The same place they get the fluoride and the phosphate is where they get the uranium. And it's all part of just doing something so incredible you wouldn't be able to believe it even if they admitted it. Speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, I filter all of my water. And when I'm on the road, I filter my water. And I don't like using the cheap plastic bottles with bisphenol A. And I found this eco-vessel type that I think is the best out there, made in America, stainless steel. It's got Infowars.com embossed on it, and your purchase supports the broadcast. Amazing, made in America, insulated filter. What does it do, like 100 gallons or something? 100% recyclable, BPA-free, and made from the highest quality 18/8 stainless steel. It's designed for your safety, ease of use, and convenience. And just fill it up with the chemical weapon water, and it doesn't get it all out. Some things it gets it all out. You can put swamp water in here and drink it, but it reduces the chemical weapon load. You wonder why folks got gray skin or green skin, you know. People really look unhealthy, and why folks are zombies, and cancer's doubled in the last 10 years and things. The biggest, it's not just the GMO food and the vaccines, it's the water. It's in the water. Don't drink the water. And this is a great portable unit available at Infowars.com. We've also got a special running to the end of the month, the best deal we have ever offered. They just get better and better because we know the economy's in free fall and our missions get the word out. And you can get free Jason Burmis's great film, The Invisible Empire, A New Order Defined, free Mark Dice's Big Brother, The Orwellian Nightmare Come True book, free when you get 2 films for $19.95, Dark Secrets Inside Bohemian Grove, and, of course, The Order of Death that are on 1 DVD, 2 films, getting into the globalist and occult activities. Bohemian Grove's going on right now while we're offering the special the month of July. You can get 2 films for $19.95 on 1 DVD, and then get free the book and the other full-length feature, incredible film, one of our best. I produced it and worked on it a lot, but Burmis directed it. Great film, Invisible Empire. A free book, free film, and then 2 films, $19.95. So 3 films and a book for $19.95 is what it comes up to. Infowars.com. It's the Bohemian Grove special, and it will end in T-minus 8 days, or what is it, 9 days, at Infowars.com. And your purchase of the books, the videos, the materials, and your support of the sponsors does make this broadcast and what we're doing here possible. September 1st, we will be launching the new nightly TV show. We're looking at 7 p.m., streamed at prisonplanet.tv. It's going to be focused, power-packed for 30 minutes. We're going to start having probably weekly special hour-long reports as well at prisonplanet.tv, and many other things are nearing completion here thanks to your support. We are intensifying the effort against the globalists. Going back to Janet Phelan. Janet, I know you're a journalist, right, for the LA Times, you know, Telegram, you name it. So you're very conservative, you know, about what you cover, but I'm just telling you, that's when I heard you on radio. I knew it was all true what you were saying, and I really wanted to get you on there because you've been calling them, getting names, getting different stories, different runarounds from them. My point is, it's actually under Bush and BioShield, announced in 2002. It said 36 level 4 bioweapons labs. It mentioned Galveston. It mentioned San Antonio. They're moving Plum Island, into Missouri.
Right.
So I mean, you know, it's all semantical. I mean, it's like Obama calls Libya, says it's not a war, but it is a war. So they say bioweapons research for defense, but they're brewing it up and developing the worst stuff imaginable. So let's talk about, from your research, what's in a level 4, where we know they are, because I heard you on Monteith going right through you know, the different numbers of the thousands of total labs, how many are level 3, how many are level 4, where some of these are, where they're building new ones.
Right. Well, the CDC maintains that there are around 250 level 3s. However, according to documents that were filed in terms of a lawsuit that was fronted by Tri-Valley Cares, which is an anti-nuclear group out in California, the DOJ and the Department of Energy have admitted to over 1,300 of these level 3s. So who's telling the truth here? The important issue, I think, is to translate what's going on in the lab to these stockpiles on military bases. If we are only doing defensive research, why do we have Aberdeen Proving Ground? We have a Soldier and Biological Chemical Command there. We have one at Bluecrest. We have another one at Jefferson Proving Ground. We have another one here at Rock Island site, Rocky Mountain Arsenal. It goes on and on and on. So the question becomes, how can they maintain that there's defensive research going on when we have military bases that are stockpiling these things? It's obviously, if they're on military bases, we're assuming that we've got a weapons stash.
Well, of course it's a weapons program. The U.S. has the biggest biological chemical weapons program on Earth, dwarfing the Russians. That's always been on record. They just claim, as you point out, since that treaty, that now it's all defensive research. But they call the Defense Department the Defense Department. We all know, I mean, obviously it's the imperial banker army. But looking at this, we saw Fukushima and TEPCO and the Japanese government. We now know 5 of the 6 reactors blew up, 3 completely melted down, each one bigger than Chernobyl, massive radiation raining down. EPA just raises the level of isotopes, in some cases 100,000 times. They now say is safe what they previously didn't. That's all on record. And so we see a Fukushima, you know, who builds a 6-reactor complex on a huge fault line where tsunamis come in and then stores the spent fuel rods, 644,000 on top of the reactors, which were then ejected up to 1.5 miles away. Well, forget Fukushima. We've got level 4 and level 3 facilities all over the country, and where hurricanes come in like Galveston. I mean, what is going on with the ruling class? What is the issue with these people? Because it's only a matter of time until not just our government, but the Israelis, the South Africans, the Chinese, the Russians, they're all doing it. What was it, 6 years ago, they put out online, a university in Australia, how to design a human mouse pox that kills 99% of humans, and they put the easy recombinant calculation online. I'm sure you saw that. I mean, I think they're just getting ready to claim that there's an accident for their population reduction.
Well, I think that there may be something else at play here, Alex. I want to mention very briefly that I have applied to the United Nations for press credentials to attend the BWC, the Biological Weapons Convention, which takes place only every 5 years. So this December in Geneva, Switzerland, the guys are meeting again to slap each other on the back saying, aren't we doing such a good job in freeing the world from biological weapons? And I want to make sure that they are advised as to the multiple violations going on by the United States. Now, what concerns me...
I'm sure they don't know. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sure they... Well, you know, I applied for these press credentials 2 months ago. They haven't responded yet. So I'm going to have to become a little more insistent here. So what really concerns me, well, basically 2 things. You know, if we have an quote-unquote accidental release, and something like Marburg or Ebola, for which there is no known cure, then we have, you know, an international crisis. Another scenario is that there is going to be an intended and selective release. Now, I'd like to bring up very briefly, ABC News just carried the story that Janet Napolitano over at the Department of Homeland Security is concerned that these dangerous terrorists have infiltrated the water department, and she is citing the possibility of an attack through the water system.
That's right. The white al-Qaeda, she says, anyone writing, he actually said, writing on paper, taking photographs, talking on a cell phone, or typing on a BlackBerry or iPhone, who is white, and this is now national news, it shows women in shopping malls running in terror. If you're writing on a piece of paper, you just run screaming, ah! But let's not worry about the 36 level 4 bioweapons labs.
Well, I just want to bring to light here, because Janet Napolitano is basically releasing now concerns that I have been stating for years are absolutely valid. I wrote the article "Water as a Weapon" back in 2007, and I've written some other issues concerning this, and without going into a whole lot of detail, because people can find this article online. What our government, the dangerous terrorists that Janet Napolitano is citing within our government have done, is to put mixing capabilities on the main lines in water systems throughout the United States. And what these, you can look at the blueprints online, you can go to Homeward Bound, that's another article.
I've seen this myself. They put little jack ports in where they can selectively hit certain neighborhoods. I talked to a pretty high-level Republican. He agreed to come on. He's actually been on over a decade ago, but then he got freaked out and got threatened. He worked in Singapore and talked about how they selectively drug and chemicalize certain neighborhoods in test, and then he wouldn't come on the show and talk about it.
Yes, they do, but the way they have this set up, Alex, is they can selectively hit